So often we ask ourselves, why am I stuck? Why am I still here? And we seek out that answer for many reasons. But I think when we really sit down and we evaluate who we are around, what we do, and what we put our time in, what we invest our time in, we'll see exactly why there is no movement. And it's easy to blame others. It's easy to say, well, I'm stuck because of him or her or this or that. I work a job that I'm really not into. I just feel, and those things matter. It's not to take away from that, but a lot of times it can be us as well. It can be our own thinking, our thoughts that prohibit us from really being out doing what we have been put on this earth to do. And so when you feel as though you are stuck, look at your patterns, look at the things that you do, and ask yourself if they are adding value or devalue to your life. I did that on this week. I sat down and I'm like, what am I doing that's good? And what am I doing that's not so good? Because it doesn't mean that just because you do a lot of things, everything you do is necessarily bad. It's just there are things that can take away from you focusing on the main thing. And I think that's where we have to sit down and really narrow out what those things are that we need to keep on the table and those things that we need to take off of the table. And for many of us, we often do this in the form of New Year resolutions. We sit down in January and we decide what to take and what to leave. But it's also good to do that every so often throughout the year. A lot of times we can get off of that and we can forget what it is that we need to stay focused on. So tomorrow is the start of a new week. It is Sunday. So let's start it out strong. Let's sit down. Let's figure it out. Let's ask God. Let's pray. Let's journal. Let's do all the things that we need to do to make it a great one. All right, y'all. Bye.